Welcome back to Big Bris TV, and on this episode I wanted to go back again over the Volantex P51D Never Miss 500mm micro or mini warbird. This thing is absolutely amazing, and I just wanted to let you guys know that the past two videos that I've done with that plane was just like any other video that I've ever done on this channel. Non-sponsored, I paid for it with my own money, but I was offered an affiliate option to offer this plane via a link. So I have that link in both of those videos, as well as links to other planes. And so this is my official disclosure for this video. There's a link that actually helps the channel, and doesn't cost you anything if you decided to buy one of these via the link. And once again, I'm not going to recommend garbage. Some things that I review turned out to be not so good, but I'll let you know that. But the stuff that I really like is the stuff that keeps making it back on this channel, and obviously you see me using it. So today's a really wet and dreary day out there, so there won't be no flying, at least in this portion of the video. Oh, that's right, another plane. The box is all soggy, and it does say fragile, handle with care. This tape says Freewing, so let's get this thing open and see what it's about. Also, you see that my P39 Aero Cobra is ready to go. So we're going to get this thing back out there soon. Woo! That's the Freewing F9F Panther V2 64mm EDF Jet. Today's a perfect day to have received this because it's, there's no way I'm going to be able to fly it. But it came packaged pretty nicely. User manual came with a nice jacket. Electric retractable landing gear. Nope, this does not have electric retractable landing gear. One thing I did buy as an addition to this is the landing gear. So tires are hard on it, but the front has a servo attached, so it looks like it's steerable. Some of you may be wondering, what about the 15th anniversary 70mm Viper? Patience. Okay, so this one is really low budget in that there's no decal for the cockpit dash. There's not even a pilot. Let's get everything out on the table and see how it looks. Wow, these wings are packaged nicely. It's not just in a plastic sleeve, the plastic is actually sealed. Man, I gotta say, this thing looks really good. That's one major factor in whether I buy a plane or not, or if I'm even interested in a plane, is how it looks. And this thing is not too big, not too small. It's an EDF. And it's simple. Now I'm doing it again. I looked at some videos and it looked very easy, so I'm gonna try it. This is gonna be my first plane with a fan. What I was doing before with the P39s, I'm thinking, oh, because it has a propeller, I could move from the Ranger to that, which is, propeller plane to propeller plane. I ended up going with the most easy plane to fly, that high wing Ranger, to the most difficult low wing prop plane because of the speed. And so I needed something in the middle, and that's where those smaller planes come in. But I figure this looks so easy to fly. And then I got the landing gear on it because I'm at the beach, and it has this little spring in the front, so you can see how much it bounces like that. So I think that's a pretty good deal. This glue is still drying. If you want to see the way I put this thing together, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll add it to the end, but the next time you see this, I'll be out flying it. I have a receiver coming in tomorrow, so I can fly it with my FSI 6X. And the manual, if my guess is this is made for someone who has some experience with building a plane to fly, because it has really no information on how to attach the control, the push rods and the clevises. I mean, actually it does here, but as far as attaching them to the plane, it doesn't have any information on that. And so that was the end of it. You know, it tells you glue pieces together, boom, boom, boom. So being that I built the plane before, you know, I pretty much knew how things go. And I think I got them in there correctly. One thing that was a little tricky was these rear clevises. You have to open this up and extend the cable so that they will reach. And I'm going to show some new things. Apparently this plane has been out for a while, and this is the V2. So there's some changes that they made to this. The first change is the 64 millimeter 12 blade fan that's in here. Apparently this is going to sound better and different. I believe that's an outrunner motor in there. The motor is brushless. The previous version was 3S, this one is 4S. And then instead of a magnet, this one has this little button latch release here. So you can't just press it down. You have to push the latch back and then push it down and release the latch. As you can see, after you stuff everything in here, that thing's tight. I have a graphene 4S battery in there already. One of the other main reasons I got this is because I had this battery with the XT60 connector already. So I'm like, oh, no brainer, go 4S. There's a 40 amp receiver that's in there. And see here, the push rods that extend to this servo that go all the way out the back. So you have to loosen this. This is a 2.5 millimeter hex. You loosen it and then you adjust this. So once my receiver comes in, I'll be able to power this up and actually control it with control. It can power up now. Obviously the ESC is what gives the plane power. So I could actually plug it in. There you go. But it's not going to allow me to do anything because obviously there's no receiver for control. Man, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Maybe it's allergies or something, but whatever. This weather is a bit nasty now. We got that, I think it's Hurricane Betty. So, oh yeah, the Northeast is gonna be a bit bananas. Another thing that this one has is this cable says throttle, and then it has this yellow wire that says reverse brake. So reverse thrust on this is gonna be interesting. That's one thing that's really kind of hindering me from taking that jet out is the fact that how do you slow it down except with just the flaps, you know? So this has reverse thrust. So hopefully that'll help me. That's another thing that, you know, with the P39, it's just, that thing is so fast. How do I get it to stop? This has individual servos for the ailerons. This does not have a rudder. So you have your elevator, you have your ailerons, and you have your power. So that's 3 channels. The 4th channel is for the steering. And then you have obviously your reverse thrust for the brake. I don't know how that works, but that's a separate cable wire coming off. If you guys know how it works, I'll probably figure it out by the time I put this video out. I do like this landing gear. Generally, you know, these planes look better flying without gear down, which is why I really like planes with retracts. But hey, I figure for 129 bucks, and then you add a $12.99 for the landing gear, you know, you get a nice 64 millimeter 4S EDF that can go fast, but can also float. And I heard that you can cut the throttle on this when you want to bring it in for a landing. You might not even need the reverse thrust. So I'm really looking forward to flying this. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned to see that. Maybe if I don't crash this, I'll add a pilot in there. Well, I think you could buy a pilot and throw him in if you want. But hey, this navy blue plane, I'm really liking it. You got your intakes there. And then you got your cooling for your ESC. And then I believe this is the hatch where you could access your motor. So yeah, I'm really liking this thing. So I know I could have just waited to put the video out until I'm able to fly it and then show you guys. But hopefully on the next flyable day, I'll take out this guy and fly it first. Maybe get some good landings in. Then I'll fly this guy, and hopefully I'll get at least 1 or 2 good landings in. And maybe I'll muster up the courage to fly the P-39. And hopefully I can land that finally without damaging the gear or the plane. So if you liked the video, hit it with the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, still hit it with the thumbs up and subscribe. I do nonsense like this all the time. And on the very next video, hopefully I'll be flying this thing. So stay tuned for that. Hey, Big Bris, hoping everybody stays safe and stay well. And I'll catch you on the next one. Check out one of these videos. And there's a whole playlist on my flying. I've just been flying for a little over 2 months now. And so you might want to check that out and get yourself some laughs. Hey,